Stop. Before you watch another English lesson, before you memorize another grammar rule, before you open another vocabulary app, I need you to hear something that most English teachers will never tell you. Your English is not improving because of English. Let me say that again. Your English is not improving because of English. Not grammar, not vocabulary, not your accent, not your intelligence. There is one invisible force blocking your progress right now, and it has nothing to do with language. And to prove it, I am going to use the story of a boy who couldn't speak, couldn't understand, and was laughed at in front of everyone. A boy who became one of the most recognized names on the entire planet. His name is Cristiano Ronaldo. And by the end of this video, you will never think about English learning the same way again. Stay until chapter 9 because that is where everything changes. Chapter 1, The Invisible Wall. Let me ask you something honest. When you see someone speaking fluent, confident English, what happens inside your mind? Do you think, wow, I want to speak like that? Or do you immediately think they are different, they are special, I could never do that? If that second thought has ever crossed your mind even once, then you are not alone. But that thought, that small thought, is the most dangerous enemy of your English progress because it is a lie. And here is the truth that changes everything. Fluent speakers are not fluent because they are talented. They are fluent because they made one decision that most people never make. I will show you exactly what that decision is in chapter 3. But first, let's talk about the 3 lies that are controlling your mind right now. Lie number 1, I need perfect grammar before I start speaking. Lie number 2, I need more confidence before I speak. Lie number 3, I need a bigger vocabulary before I speak. These 3 lies feel logical. They feel responsible. They feel like preparation. But they are the reason you are still stuck. Because here is the truth, and pay close attention. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. Read that again. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. This means every day you wait to feel ready is a day you are making it harder for yourself. There is no magical morning when you wake up and suddenly feel confident. There is no lesson that finally makes everything click. There is only one moment that matters, the moment you begin. Chapter 2, A Boy from a Small Island. Now let me take you back to a small island in the Atlantic Ocean, Madeira, Portugal, 1990s. A young boy grows up with very little, limited money, limited opportunities, a small community with no guarantee of any future success. Nothing around him suggested greatness was possible, but something inside him did. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo, and at just 12 years old, he made a decision that terrified everyone around him. He left home. Let that sit for a moment. 12 years old, leaving his family, leaving his friends, leaving his language, his food, his comfort, his entire world. Most adults refuse to leave their comfort zone for a 10-minute conversation in English. This 12-year-old boy left his entire life behind. Why? Because he understood something that very few people understand. Growth cannot happen in comfort. You cannot grow where you feel safe. You can only grow where you feel uncomfortable, uncertain, and slightly afraid. And that principle, that exact principle, is the secret to learning English faster than you ever thought possible. But wait, because what happened next to Ronaldo is something nobody talks about, and it might surprise you. Chapter 3, The Face Everyone Hates. Here is the moment that nobody posts about on social media. Nobody makes a video about it. Nobody puts it in their highlight reel. It is the beginner phase. When Ronaldo first arrived in England, joining Manchester United at just 18 years old, he was not a superstar. He was not the best player on the team. He was not the fastest, not the strongest, not the most experienced. He made mistakes. He lost the ball. He tried things that didn't work. And in his personal life, he struggled even more. His English was almost zero. Teammates spoke fast. Coaches gave instructions he couldn't fully understand. Journalists asked questions he could never answer. He was a world-class footballer who felt completely lost off the pitch. Most people in that situation do one of two things. They either pretend the problem doesn't exist, or they wait until they are better, wait until they are ready, wait until it feels safer to speak. Ronaldo did neither. He participated anyway, he spoke anyway, he made mistakes anyway, because he has already learned the most important lesson of his life back in Madeira. The beginner phase is not the problem. Quitting is the beginner phase is the problem. And this is exactly where most English learners destroy their own progress. They reach the uncomfortable part, the part where they make mistakes, where people don't understand them, where they feel embarrassed and they stop. They tell themselves, I will come back when I am better. But here is the painful truth. You don't get better by stopping. You only get better by going through. Chapter 4. The Lie That Kills Dreams. There is one sentence I hear from English learners every single week, and every time I hear it, I know that person is about to give up. The sentence is this: I will start when I feel ready. I want you to really think about this. When Ronaldo left Madeira at 12, was he ready? When he stepped onto the pitch at Old Trafford for the first time, was he ready? When cameras pointed at him for the first English media interview, was he ready? No, and absolutely not. He was never ready. He became ready through action, not through preparation, not through waiting, not through planning, but through doing. And this is the hardest thing for English learners to accept, because our entire school system teaches us to prepare first, then act. But language doesn't work that way. Language only lives when you use it. A language you study but you never speak is not a language. It is just information sitting in your head, waiting to die. The moment you open your mouth, even badly, even nervously, even with the wrong words, that is the moment English becomes real for you. So, let me ask you directly, what are you waiting for? Chapter 5. The cycle that traps everyone. I want you to look at this pattern honestly, because I know you recognize it. Day 1. Motivation. You watch a video, you feel inspired, you study hard for 2 hours. Day 2. You rest, fair enough. Day 3. You skip practice, life got busy. Day 4. Guilt. You feel bad. You tell yourself you will do better tomorrow. Day 5. Motivation again. You find another video, you study hard again, and the cycle repeats. This cycle feels like progress, but it is not, because fluency is not built from motivation. Motivation is an emotion. Emotions change every hour. Fluency is built from consistency, from showing up every single day, even for 15 minutes, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Ronaldo is not the greatest footballer of his generation because he trained when he was motivated. He is great because he trained when he was tired, when he was injured, when he was frustrated, when nobody was watching. That is what separates people who dream about progress from people who actually achieve it. And the good news, consistency doesn't require genius. It doesn't require talent. It only requires showing up. Chapter 6. Mistakes are not failure. I want to change how you think about mistakes permanently. When you make a mistake in English right now, what does your brain say? It probably says, I am bad at English. Maybe I am embarrassing myself. Maybe even this proves I am not good enough. Now imagine Ronaldo's mindset. Every missed penalty, every poor game, every mistake on the pitch. Do you think he said, I am bad? No. His mindset, I am training. because he understood something that most people never learn. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are feedback. A mistake tells you exactly what to fix. A mistake means you tried something real. A mistake means you are in the game. The people who never make English mistakes are the people who never speak, and silent people don't learn. Here is the real difference between learners who become fluent and learners who stay stuck. Fluent speakers are not perfect speakers. They are persistent speakers. They make mistakes and continue. They get confused and continue. They feel embarrassed and continue. That continuation, that refusal to stop is what fluency is actually made of. Chapter 7. The secret weapon nobody uses. I want to tell you about the one habit that separates language learners who plateau from the ones who break through. And it is something almost nobody does. It is not a new app. It is not a special method. It is repetition. Most learners believe they need new content every single day. New videos, new lessons, new podcasts, new rewards. But here is what your brain actually needs. Repetition. Your brain does not learn from exposure. It learns from repeated exposure. A word you see once is forgotten within 48 hours. A word you repeat across 5 days becomes permanent. This is not an opinion. This is how human memory works. Ronaldo didn't train different skills every single day. He repeated basic movements, the same pass, the same shot, the same turn, thousands and thousands of times until those movements became automatic, until he didn't have to think about them anymore. That is exactly where you want your English to go. To the place where you don't think in your first language first, where the words come out naturally, automatically, without translation. And the only path to do that place is repetition, not variety, repetition. Chapter 8. The silent transformation. Something is going to happen to you. I can't tell you exactly when. It might be in 3 months, it might be in 6 months, it might be sooner than you expect. But if you stay consistent, if you keep speaking, keep making mistakes, keep repeating, one day something will be different. You will be in a conversation in English and you will realize somewhere in the middle of it that you are not translating, you are not constructing sentences in your head first, you are just speaking, the words are just coming, and for a moment you will feel confused because it feels too easy. It feels like cheating, but it is not cheating. It is the result of every uncomfortable conversation you pushed through, every mistake you recovered from, every day you showed up when you didn't want to. The moment of natural, effortless English, that is the destination, and the road to it is not dramatic. It is quiet, it is consistent, it is daily. Change is silent before it is visible. Chapter 9. Stop comparing. Start competing with yourself. This is the chapter I told you to wait for. And here it is. The single biggest habit that is destroying your English progress right now is comparison. You watch a native speaker, you watch a fluent native English speaker, you watch something online who sounds effortless, and your brain says, I will never sound like that. And suddenly, all your motivation is gone because comparison doesn't inspire us. Comparison paralyzes us. Here is what I want you to do instead. Starting today, you have only one competitor, yesterday's version of you. That is it. That is your entire competition. Did you speak more today than yesterday? Did you understand more? Did you hesitate slightly less? Did you try at all? If yes, you won today. Not against someone else, against the version of you that wanted to stay comfortable. That is how Ronaldo trained. Not trying to be better than Messi, not trying to be better than his teammates, trying every single day to be better than himself from yesterday. That is a competition you can always win, and it is a competition that, if you stay in it long enough, leads somewhere extraordinary. Chapter 10. What Ronaldo would say to you. If Cristiano Ronaldo sat across from you right now, knowing what he knows, having lived what he has lived, what do you think he would say? He would not say, "You need to be more talented." He would not say, "You need to wait until you are ready." He would say one word: consistency. Not talent, not intelligence, not a perfect accent. Consistency. Small daily actions repeated over time create transformation that feels impossible from the outside. 15 minutes of English conversation practice every day for 1 year is over 90 hours of real English speaking practice. 90 hours from just 15 minutes a day. That is not motivation. That is mathematics, and mathematics does not care about your feelings. It does not care about your accent. It does not care about your grammar. It only cares about the time you put in. Final message and challenge. Before this video ends, I need to be honest with you. This video was never about Ronaldo. It was always about you, because somewhere deep inside you are waiting for permission. Permission to start before you are ready. Permission to speak imperfectly. Permission to be a beginner without being ashamed of it. So, here is your permission. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to sound imperfect. You are allowed to be at the beginning of something great, because that is exactly where Ronaldo was once, at the beginning. Lost, imperfect, uncomfortable, and he chose to stay in it long enough to become extraordinary. Now it is your turn, right now. Not after this video, not tomorrow, right now. Say one sentence out loud in English. It can be anything. I am not perfect, but I am improving. I will speak today even if I make mistakes. I am building something great, one day at a time. Say it out loud, alone in your room, in a whisper if you have to. Because action kills fear, and fear kills progress, and progress, small, daily, consistent progress, builds fluency. Cristiano Ronaldo was not born great, he was not born fluent, he was not born confident. He became all of those things through the same path that is open to you right now. So the only question left is this: will you start today, or will you stay the same tomorrow? The answer to that question is the only thing that stands between you and the English speaker you know you can become.